Hey everybody, what's happening? Neil back once again with another quick streaming review for you. Today I'm going to be taking a look at The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, Chapter 17, The Apostate. So, spoilers! Spoiler alert right off the bat, I will be spoiling the heck out of this episode, which was directed by Rick Famuyiwa and written by Mr. Jon Favreau. And it was a lot of fun. It was action-packed, and it kind of feels like we're going back to Season 1 in a lot of ways, with the reunion of several characters here, and the story mainly being about Din Djarin's search to be redeemed as a Mandalorian. He needs to be certified again because he showed his face, so therefore he's no longer considered a Mandalorian. So he's trying to restore that honor, right? So, the story begins with the Armorer, played by Emily Swallows, and she's leading a large group of Mandalorians who are inducting this young new member into their ranks when a giant alligator appears and eats one of them before Din Djarin appears and kills the monster with his Naboo starfighter, and Grogu in tow, of course. The Armorer tells him that there is a way to become a Mandalorian once more, and gives him the advice he needs. He winds up traveling with Grogu to the planet Navarro, named after Dave Navarro, of course. No, but they travel to this planet to rebuild IG-11, the assassin droid from Season 1, and we also get reunited with Greef Karga, played by Carl Weathers, who is now the High Magistrate, as he has to keep reminding people he's the High Magistrate, he is the Lord of the land. And unfortunately, the droid, the IG-11 assassin droid, his memory is pretty much pooched. It's shot. These Ansellan mechanics, you remember Babu Frick from The Rise of Skywalker? Yeah, that's what these little guys are, these little mechanics. They're instructed to fix IG-11, even though he'll have no memory of saving the day in Season 1. So the default programming is just to assassinate the child, the Grogu, so they don't want that, but it's kind of a risk, to reactivate this droid. And I guess it's just because Din Djarin needs some backup here. I'm not really sure why he's so adamant about pursuing this droid, but I guess he needs his help. And we also get some pirates here that attack the High Magistrate, Greef Karga, as well as Din Djarin, who takes care of most of them. He kills all of them except for their leader, really. And then he winds up taking off into space again with Grogu, and there's this wonderful space battle. It's really well done. He then travels to this planet in the Mandalorian system. It's like this Mandalorian castle where he meets up with Bo-Katan, once again played by Katie Sackhoff. And he wants to join her, but she's given up her plans to rule Mandalore since she doesn't have the Darksaber, and you need that Darksaber to prove that you're, the leader of all the Mandalorians, I guess. And so Din Djarin decides to go to Mandalore without her, and he's going there to basically purify himself to become Mandalorian once again. He's going to bathe in the waters of, I don't know what it is, Lake Minnetonka or something. I don't know, whatever they call it. But whatever it is, I'm sure we'll find out in forthcoming episodes. And that's how that episode ends. It ends on kind of a quiet note, but that's okay. We got plenty of action in this episode. This is just episode 1, of course, setting up bigger things to come. The space battle, it was a lot of fun. The shootout with the pirates was fun too. The show is basically a Western after all, let's face it. So, it was great to see these characters again. It'd be also very nice and pretty cool to see Boba Fett show up and kind of take over an episode, almost as a joke, because Mando took over an episode of the Book of Boba Fett. And, everyone loves The Mandalorian, but, it's a bit too much. It's a bit, too much of him and not enough of the star of the show. So it'd be funny if they reversed that, but that's just a fanboy thing, I guess. It does really leave the viewer wanting some more. Obviously, it's an excellent start to this new season with Din Djarin looking for allies. And, like I said, it ends kind of quietly. There's no kind of big boom at the end or whatever. It's just like, okay, he's on his way. And he's been warned as well by Bo-Katan. It's like, it's a wasteland. There's nothing there for you now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, right, on the next episode. But this was very, very, very Star Warsian to me. It still felt like Star Wars, you know what I mean? Not just the visual effects and the sound effects and the music, which is all excellent, of course, but just the way that the pace of the show went in terms of balancing the action with the dialogue, the exposition and things like that. So I really, really enjoyed this episode 1 of season 3 of The Mandalorian, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, so looking forward to the next one. All right, guys, that's all for me. This is Neil signing off, saying may the Force be with you, and until next time, peace.